Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special edition of NUW programming. This is Day of Destruction 3 pre-show. I am, of course, Tony from Tiger Talks Wrestling, joined by NUW commentator himself, Johnny Johnson.
The illustrious Johnny Johnson, god damn it.
That's very true. Sorry about that.
Yes,
I apologize.
And we are here gathered today for this monumental event, the pre-show for Day of Destruction 3.
Indeed we are.
We're going to run down all the matches, all the happening, the hoopla that will be going down at this beautiful event that will be happening tomorrow night.
Yes, it will be. I'm looking forward to it and looking forward to seeing how this show goes here tonight to lead into it.
Oh, it's going to be great, god damn it, Tony. Me and you together, we're like peanut butter and jelly, motherfucker.
Yeah, hey. Spoil it now. For the first time ever, you're going to get myself and Johnny Johnson doing commentary for a match later on in this pre-show. So there you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If my beard communicates well with my face, which it has not.
And it does. All right. I'm going to mention, as we go through the matches, make sure you guys are putting your predictions in the comment section. I see Busta Boy is in the comment section right now. Says, hey, everyone. Good to see you, Busta Boy. All right. So shall we begin this?
Oh, yeah. Let's begin it. Let's begin it. We'll start from the tippy top, Tony.
All right. Let's hit that video then. And it's going to give me just one moment here.
Give him a moment. Keep it rolling. Johnny Johnson's getting stoned and high on some crack cocaine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Bitches.
We're going to hear from the bright side. Sorry. The bright side here for just a moment.
Get his weird fucking smile.
Indeed.
Hey, buddy. You liking that gift basket I got you? Oh, I knew you'd enjoy it. The gift certificates to Chick-fil-A and everything. But I got something to talk to you about. I got this idea. You know, the bright side, he's full of positive ideas and thinking. And he's got something that might just revolutionize this match at Day of Destruction 3. I can be at the slaughterhouse in a matter of moments. Well, I'll see you there, pal. Right. Excellent. Bye.
And Tony, he mentioned something about revolutionizing the main event.
That he did. I actually believe it was it the main event or was it for the Continental Championship match though?
Oh, I don't know. Did he say? I think he said. I don't know. I don't know. God damn it, Tony, you're a sleuth, and you're a regular Sherlock Holmes over there. But
yeah, I try to be.
This man's up to a plan, and I guess we'll see it develop. He said he's going to be at the slaughterhouse in a matter of moments.
Yeah, you would have to assume from the words that he was using and who it would seem that he was talking to would be the owner of NUW himself, Nevon McDonald, the King of the Mountain.
Yeah, well, we've seen these two develop a sick, twisted relationship, born in the pits of hell. I don't know what's going to culminate from it, but God damn it, help us all. We'll move on. We got a tag team match, a huge tag team match that will be happening for the NUW Tag Team Championships. And it will be Ecstasy challenging for the titles against none other than the champions, the Murder Club. And we will see, obviously, we don't know exactly who's going to be showing up from the Murder Club. But, you know, they got them Freebird rules. As you can see, that beautiful match card made by Jake Joker Designs.
Indeed it is.
It will be for the Tag Team Championships. Ecstasy, Ellis Taylor, the fuck's his name? Cyrus X.
Cyrus X. Yes, indeed.
Cyrus ass.
That's one way you could put it, Johnny.
The Murder Club. So yeah, it's gonna be an excellent match. Obviously, these guys can all cut a rug, shall I say, inside the squared circle.
Indeed, they can. So I'm going to take it away here real quick. With this being, Ecstasy's been on a small bit of a role lately in NUW, in my opinion, but not knowing who the two members of the Murder Club are going to be before this match begins, I honestly don't think there's any way possible that Ecstasy's walking out with the NUW Tag Team Championships in this match.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, the advantage that the Murder Club has, you know, just in numbers alone. But, you know, some of the guys they got in there, you know, you never know. You could be wrestling Tricky Dick Rios. You could be wrestling TJ Sakara. You could be wrestling Dirty DeCiccio. You could be wrestling Yankee. You could be wrestling Sam E.L. You could be wrestling Casey James. You could be wrestling... Who the fuck else is there?
There's way too many others to mention.
There's way too many, goddammit. And Johnny smokes way too much crack to keep track. So, what the fuck do you want to do? But it's going to be a magnificent matchup. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Indeed.
Tony, I'm getting word that the bright side ride to the slaughterhouse.
Bright side has arrived, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I'm getting it in my ear. The Pelicans are talking again.
I do see. Here we go. What's going on here?
Motherfuckers gonna get it. Day of Destruction. Gonna have a new guitar coming. This one is obviously not gonna work. Good buddy, good buddy. Bright side.
Oh yeah, it's been long travels, but the traffic was beaten positively by the bright side.
Oh, so what are you doing here right now?
Well, you know, I'm here obviously getting ready, preparing mentally for my match at Day of Destruction. But, as you know, the bright side has been thinking. And he's here to discuss your match.
That's right.
At Day of Destruction.
That title's mine.
Oh, it's coming to you. I'm positive about that. There's no doubt in the bright side's mind that gold will be around the King of the Mountains.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy.
Now, that's despite what everybody else feels.
Them motherfuckers all on Twitter. I had a poll, okay, and all them voted that they think I'm going to lose that championship matchup.
That is
the audacity.
That is pretty negative. How can you vote this man with such negativity like that?
Right.
This is the king.
Shit, I ain't just a star. I'm their whole damn sky. I'm the Von McDonald,
This
damn
is
it.
the galaxy right here. The Milky Way.
Yeah.
The Milky Way.
All right.
Here. We ain't talking about the candy bar. Talk about up there in the sky. See it?
What a lovely day it is.
Not that bird, but that it.
Don't tell me it's a seagull.
I'll protect you. I'll protect you. Don't worry. Ain't no seagulls getting past me. I got this giant egg beater. It's for beating them seagull eggs.
I would do a lot of damage.
Beat them seagull eggs. Make them fucking omelets. But, alright. So, at Day of Destruction 3,
yes,
I had this idea. You know, all these people, they try to be negative about you. They try to say that you're the king of the mountain. You're holding people down. It's Navon Underground Wrestling. Thanks to Joseph Anthony coining that horrible name. But
it pretty much is, to be honest. But yes, I feel you.
I mean, let's be positive.
Okay, I'll try to be positive and see your point of view on things. What was your point?
I think that there is a perfect way that you can let everybody know out there watching just how brilliant of a man, a performer, a wrestler, and a leader you are, have been, and will continue to be for NUW.
Absolutely. What do you got in mind?
Now, there's a three-way match already happening, you know, between you, Cameron, and the champion Shadow Graham. That's right. However, what would you say to giving a fourth opportunity?
Just 4
4.
Another person added into the match.
Add somebody in.
My chances will be slim then.
But you would be giving somebody an opportunity who deserves it. How much more positive could you get than that? You'd be a good guy. You'd be thought of by everybody throughout the whole Milky Way. To get back to the Milky Way, everybody would be thinking, this guy, he is one generous fella.
You know what? Despite what the people think about me all around the world, despite all that, I'm thinking about your idea.
It's a good one.
I'm pretty damn overconfident, you know. To prove them wrong, all the folks on Twitter who voted no.
I mean, I know you can do it.
And to add another another person into the matchup?
Right.
I'll bet you.
I know you can.
I am that confident. Why? Because I am the king of the mountain.
Right. But I already knew that.
Oh, yes, you did. All right, what do you think about this? A gauntlet matchup. Okay, gauntlet match. 6 men.
6 men.
Kicking off the show for Day of Destruction 3. The winner of that matchup will go on to the main event to compete in the matchup that will be Fatal 4-Way for the Undisputed Championship.
Now that is a King of the Mountain quality idea.
To beat not 1, not 2, but 3 men. Yes, Lord. Right side, I have to get ready for my matchup.
Absolutely.
I got a lot to do.
As do I.
All right. I'll see you at Day of Destruction 3, in which we both may leave as champions.
Yes, sir.
Everybody
We
know
will have that golden friendship, the golden brotherhood, and it will be glorious.
Don't forget our Chick-fil-A later.
Chick-fil-A. That's my favorite restaurant.
Well, that's a pretty monumental announcement right there.
That's huge.
He talked about revolutionizing the whole event. Well, god damn, how much bigger can it get than that?
That's a good question. I mean, we're now adding a gauntlet match, 6-man gauntlet match, where the winner will go on to be in the main event to make it a fatal 4-way for the NUW Undisputed Championship.
The Undisputed, the big one, baby.
Yes.
Wow. Say what you will about Nevada McDonald and how he tries to hold people down, but, you can't argue that. I don't know if the bright side got in his head with his voodoo, his positive voodoo a little bit, but somehow or another, he was able to talk him into that.
Yeah, he has somehow.
It takes his odds from 33 1/3 down to 25%.
That it does. I mean, is it really the smartest idea on Navon's part to make this match and add a 4th person?
You never know what's going through Nevada McDonald's head.
And that's very true. Very true. We see that
too
many
times. Think about it too much.
Right. I do want to get back to the chat section here real quick before we move on.
Oh, absolutely. Who we got buzzing in here? I can't see anything because I'm...
Busboy mentioned that he predicts the Murder Club will retain the tag team titles. They have been on it. What's that?
Who's that?
Busta Boy.
Busta Boy. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Says Murder Club has been on a rampage lately, and I think there truly is no stopping them right now. And he thinks that Everett Creed and Rick Rios will be the Murder Club members to go in as tag team champions.
We'll have to see tomorrow.
Yes, we will. And H2 is in the chat room as well. Says, hello, gentlemen. Adding a 4th person will only give Navon he says 33 1/3 chance of walking out the strap, but as we mentioned, that'll give him a 25% chance to walk out as champion.
It's just dipped down a bit.
Yes, it has. All right, that's it for the chat so far. So
we'll still have to see who's who comes in, shows up for that gauntlet.
Yes, that's what I was just going to mention. Obviously, there was no reveal there. We don't know who could be in that gauntlet match, so it could be any current
superstar. Is the land of opportunity, baby. So we'll take the best of the best, and obviously, it's for the biggest prize of them all in our company. Yes. So
who wouldn't want to be in it?
Oh yeah, people would be fucking jumping each other, fucking pulling each other down and getting that shot.
Right. I mean, in my opinion, you'd have to imagine that Joseph Anthony would be one person you would more than likely see in this type of a match. Seems how he is the former champion, but hey, you never know, I guess.
Absolutely, absolutely. You never know where Joseph Anthony's going to pop up. You know, we haven't seen him, but maybe we'll see him on this episode. Who knows?
Maybe. The chat section getting a little bit lit here. Gunshot is in. Says hey.
Who's this?
Gunshot says hey.
Oh, yeah.
And Busted Boy says the odds are stacked against the champ as well. Do not sleep on Shadow Grim. Which we'll get into that
That's
later.
the last thing you want to do is sleep on Shadow Grim.
Good point, Johnny. Good point.
Well, actually, you don't want to piss on him either, because then he'll probably break your dick off.
Yeah.
You need that.
I believe it. And H2 says, I think Novin's here. Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
Yeah, we hear that every show.
Right?
We've yet to see him in quite a while.
That's true.
But you never know. He's bound to pop back up eventually.
Anyway.
Moving forward, we got a major announcement, actually.
Oh, we do?
A pretty big announcement, yeah. Somebody that we haven't seen in quite a while is going to be also making a return at Day of Destruction 3.
Oh, this is interesting.
Ah, that's right. He goes by the name of Sir Jonathan Reed.
Ah, the demigod himself. Johnny Reed making a return.
Yes, sir. He will be making. He's been out since he had that match with Yankee, obviously. And he will be coming back. He will be making a return triumphantly. He will be facing Mr. Victor Van Pelt.
Ah, that's huge.
That's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we seen Johnny, of course, as you mentioned, he got taken out by Yankee, which was back before NUW was the name. It was back in the last episode of BEW programming. So this will be his return, but yet it'll be his debut in NUW, so that'll be huge. And the last time we seen Victor Van Pelt, he was beating the Hall of Famer Jordan Oliver. So
absolutely, absolutely, we got two young lions going head to head in the battle against.
I'm looking forward to that because I've been looking forward to Johnny returning ever since we last seen him. So
oh yeah, that's the future right there, son. That's the future.
I'd agree. Sky's the limit for Johnny Reed.
Oh, absolutely. So moving forward, we got to talk about a big one. We got to talk about this Clash of Titans.
Oh yes, I know where you're heading with that.
Oh yeah, I could only be heading one place.
Indeed.
Jordan Oliver, the NUW Hall of Famer and conqueror of the world right now, against another Titan, a monster, Yankee the Difference Maker, the Hardcore Champion, the Rise to the Cage Champion. He's pretty much undefeated in NUW. He's only lost in the King of the Yard tournament to none other than the eventual winner, Cameron Jackson.
It's very true.
You know, this is going to be one of the craziest. It says grudge matches. Yeah, it's been building up for quite a while. The man spit in the other man's face. God damn it.
That he did. Yankee did do that. He has been very disrespectful.
Thing you could possibly do to another man.
Not much. I mean, Yankee's done pretty much everything he can do to Jordan. I mean, even you look back at the Rise to the Case ladder match, it was Yankee who did hit the pop-up powerbomb to Jordan onto a ladder towards the end of that match as well. So
absolutely. They've mixed it up. They certainly have mixed it up.
That they have.
And this will be the first time that they go one-on-one, head-to-head, mano-a-mano.
That's huge.
Squared circle.
Right.
Now, I know we got something to roll to show all the people the history of how this is built up to where it's headed now. If you want to roll that shit, just like I roll my shit.
Viciously assaulted by the new hardcore champion, Yankee the difference maker, and heaven knows why. We don't know. We don't know half the things of why Yankee does what he does, but he decided to go after Jordan and attack him from behind and just lay him out. And Jordan is out of action instantly.
It's Ty's my best friend, my leader, Jordan Oliver. And this guy needs to leave this business soon, right now. Why don't you get your ass out of here, right now?
Yankee, the game changer.
Why are you calling me out? Revenge for what? Listen, what Jordan had coming, he had it coming for a reason.
You take out my Conklin member.
Yeah, so what? And I'll do it again. And I'll do it again.
You know what I want?
What do you want?
I think I want out of business. I want a career versus career match.
Career versus career?
I'm out. You're out of here. Out of this business. I'm doing this for Top Guns. I'm doing it for Jordan Oliver.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what Jordan Oliver did.
Come on, Yankee! You think you can disrespect me? In my town! In my company!
This is my show!
I'm gonna crowd you.
I think so.
Come on, bring the ball!
You ain't nothing but a big old cow.
Bring the ball!
Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to settle the score once and for all. It's Oliver, it's Yankee at Day of Destruction 3 in an epic showdown under epic proportion.
Jordan, I want you to know one thing, bro. I built the structure. I'm not only going to beat you, I'm going to end your career. I'm going to end you. I'm going to end everything you stand for. I'm going to destroy you.
Oh, damn. As you can see, the video is a little choppy, but shit. It's going to be a blood feud.
And it is. I mean, that's going to be huge between those two men.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be some match.
Could go either way. I'll give my prediction here in a moment, but let's get back to the comment section here real quick. Got a few new people in here that were lighting it up. The disease of Jason Atlas is in, says NUW. Buster Boy going back a match, says Johnny Reed, boy, Victor Van Pelt hasn't been on the winning side of things lately. Only one he got was that one over Jordan Oliver. Jokes and pandering.
That was a big one, though.
It was a big one. Jokes and pandering to the crowd, Buster Boy would say, can only get you so far. You got to get the damn W.
This is true, too.
Yep. So now we get into this match, and Buster Boy starts, Yankee has been on a roll, and I really don't think that Jordan Oliver is going to be the one to stop him.
Well, we'll see. We definitely will be seeing tomorrow night.
That is true. Jason Atlas, the disease of Atlas, rather, says, I missed that title. Nobody uses it anymore. Grudge match is what he meant by that.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, well, that no other way to describe this.
Well, that is very true. It is a grudge match. Gunshot asks, is the Hardcore Championship on the line? As far as I know, this is just a grudge match. There's no championship on the line.
That's right. No championship on the line. Just a grudge match, just for pride, baby.
No. And J Joker, Justin says, sorry to leave you guys. Something came up and had to leave. Wish I could have participated, but I have a feeling the owner of NUW wants to limit my say in regards to NUW programming. Oh, well.
Uh-oh. Don't know what that's about, but
I'm not sure either. So let me continue on because they're lighting this up like crazy here at the moment. Busboy says Jordan Oliver has been overlooked before, but I really think that people overlook him a lot still. Jordan has done it all, but I don't think he's going to be the one to beat Yankee. Yankee's a beast in the ring, and he always tops his last match and moves like a cruiserweight for someone his size. Which he brings up a good point there because Yankee does move pretty well for a big man.
Right.
That's something that Jordan will definitely have to be watching out for.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be a clash of legends. That's for sure. The best of the best. Mignon versus Lobster.
Right. And we get another comment that says, hey, Johnny, what's up, man? It's Paul Peterson.
Paul motherfucking Peterson, baby. Me and Paul Peterson, one night, we, did a bunch of cocaine together. We found some hookers, right?
Uh-huh.
And this hooker, she stole my damn iPhone. God damn it.
Well, damn.
I drove around all night trying to find this bitch and get that shit back. And then I ran out of gas. And then I had no phone to call anybody with to come bring me some gas or pick me up. And I froze. God damn it. I got pneumonia. I couldn't smoke crack for 2 weeks. Horrible.
That sounds terrible.
Paul Peterson. God damn it. Thought you were my friend, man.
All right. And one last comment so far. Gunshot says, I'm going with Jordan Oliver. You can't ever count him out.
Absolutely.
Good point. You can't bet against Jordan Oliver, but in a way, if you look at this match, as you mentioned earlier, Yankees never really lost a singles match in NUW other than King of the Yard last year. So,
right.
How do you bet against Yankee?
After wrestling, how many matches before that?
I think that was the third match that he wrestled in the tournament.
Yeah. So, that plays a factor as well.
It does. So, my pick for it is definitely Yankee. I think Yankee's going to walk out victorious in here. And not to say anything bad about Jordan Oliver because he is a Hall of Famer and he's going to take a Yankee to the limit. But I just think Yankee's power is going to come out in the end.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be hard to look at this matchup and disagree with that, if you were a sane man. But luckily, Johnny Johnson is not a sane man. And he looks at it as if, Jordan Oliver's skin and bones, but Jordan Oliver is quick like a cat. And when he gets those feet moving, and you're looking one way, and you think a foot's coming one way, and another one comes and hits you in the fucking side of the head.
Sure.
That could be lights out right then and there.
Could be.
You never know. Yankee has that power. And
Jordan's got
9 times out of 10, that's probably going to win. But there's always that chance that lightning could strike. And Johnny Johnson is a betting man.
I'm sure you are, Johnny. Paul Peterson says, I did nothing wrong, man. The stripper did it. I don't know why she took it.
Well, first of all, you're calling hookers strippers when they're really fucking hookers. There's a big difference there. Not quite, but there's a big difference there.
Right. Paul also said that Jordan Oliver is going to beat Yankee.
Well, Paul Peterson is also a little bit crazy.
Apparently. But that's okay. You guys, we'll find out tomorrow night who's right and who's wrong on that one. So, like I said, it's going to be a classic either way.
Classic. Mark Tony's words.
Indeed. Write it down. Put it in stone. All right.
Moving forward to the next one. We got a matchup between the current Continental Champion of NUW and the challenger who seemingly has appeared back in NUW out of nowhere, the Bright Side, if you can even say that he's the same person that he was before.
Indeed.
You know, and they obviously have history going back years and years and years and years. Longer than some people that we wrestle with have even been alive. Which tells you how long it's fucking been. They've been battling each other, smashing each other's heads in. And this time it will be for the NUW Continental Championship.
As you can see there, beautiful picture by J Joker Designs.
Beautiful match card.
Indeed.
He puts hard work into it, god damn it.
Always has. And I believe we have a little video here leading up to this match as well.
Absolutely. Before we roll that, though, I got some history right here. I got this little bit that's special for this pre-show.
Okay.
You see this right here? It's a bit of memorabilia. You'll see in this video coming up, this video package. This is the shirt that when he was the Dark Side, he wore this in his very first match against Mike Fresh back in the day in 2003.
Nice.
He gave this to me to show to the crowd the piece of history, monumental piece of history, wrestling history.
There you go. And indeed. I see they're lighting up in the comment section already about it. We'll get to that after this video.
Absolutely. Roll it, Tony.
Your hands together, folks, for my friend. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your victory on becoming the NUW Continental Champion.
No sweat.
But Fresh, right now, I'm going to introduce to you to your very first challenger.
Piece of cake.
At Day of Destruction 3, you will go one-on-one with this man.
You want to see the bright side in the Von McDonald pub?
I never thought they'd say it. Right in this ring.
Look at that.
His brain now, after the king of the yard, I scrambled his brain so bad.
Well, you obviously didn't scramble him enough, because
this is not the dark side. This is not the person that you grew up by witness hip-hop in its most purest, most rawest form, flow, or most flawless, most hardest, most honest, known artist. Chip off the old block, but old Doc is looks like Batman brought his own life.
ever since the first day I stepped foot in NUW, I knew I was a champion. I deserved to wear a championship, and everybody in this locker room knows it. I'm the best in this league. I'm the best. I like to look on the bright side of things. I think that at Day of Destruction, the bright side will be victorious and the new Continental Champion. This is my ring. This is my home. I don't care if you're bright, yellow, dark, purple, green, or blue. I'm gonna whoop that ass.
Mud Fresh defends the NUW Continental Championship against the bright side at Day of Destruction 3. Okay. Save it.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Dating back to 2003, Tony.
Wow.
2003.
Right. That's a long ass time.
Years.
Yes, indeed.
15, Tony.
Yes, it is. They've been going at it.
Damn.
They're kids, pretty much.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'll get to the comments here real quick. Paul Peterson says the bright side's going to win.
Paul Peterson. All right.
The Disease of Atlas says bright side.
All right. Jason Atlas.
Buster Boy says, this is another case of an underdog story. Many people give Mike Fresh a lot of shit, but you cannot deny he is a champion, period, despite how he won the title.
Right. Yeah, you can't take that out of account.
And the Disease of Atlas says, the bright side gave me a damn lollipop.
I did see that. All right. Yeah, he was handing out them lollipops for a little bit.
That he was. And Paul says, Fresh has nothing on bright side. Bright side going to kick Fresh ass.
Paul Peterson.
Busted Boy mentions, it doesn't matter how you win. Winning is winning, but anyone can win a title. It's all the matter of keeping the strap. I think that Mike Fresh will retain his championship.
All right.
Atlas says, I wish I had my shit from 2003. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
And Busboy says, everyone is expecting the bright side to win. That is why I think what I think, and that's the bottom line because the mouthpiece of BYW says so.
All right. Yeah, that's a very valid opinion.
And Gunshot just says the bright side.
All right. Sounds like a lot of bright side votes and left the boy.
It seems like, yeah, pretty much, right? Yeah, no. To be honest, we really haven't seen a whole lot from Mike Fresh, but we haven't seen anything really from the bright side yet. So I'm interested in seeing what the bright side brings to the table and what we're going to see from the bright side in the ring. And all in all, I think I'm going to have to agree with the majority here. I think the bright side's going to walk out with his first piece to championship gold at the end of the night.
Oh, you know, Tony, I haven't agreed with you before, and I'm not going to agree with you now, God damn it.
Okay.
This is why.
Why is that?
Because, you know, the bright side, you know, we all know who he used to be.
And it's true.
He's coming back now as the bright side. He's on all this, you know, puppy dog bullshit and buying the Von McDonald Chick-fil-A and kissing his ass.
Yeah, all kinds
of competitor. That's not the dark side that I remember. And to think that, you know, his whole personality has changed and switched up and done a 180 and his performance in the ring isn't gonna do the same somehow. You know, I think you're just deceiving yourself a little bit. And you know, I think that at Day of Destruction, you know, yeah, the bright side's gonna be competing in the match, but you know, it's not gonna be the dark side that we remember. And I think because of that, you know, Mike Fresh is gonna pick up the easy victory.
I don't think it'll be an easy victory. I mean,
well, I do.
Okay, fair enough.
Walk all over him, God damn it.
Dark
side was never any good anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when he was dark side, he was never that good.
Okay.
He was all
right, Johnny. Some might beg to differ with you, but all right.
Let him, God damn it. Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, I'm sure. Wouldn't be the last time either.
All right, well, I'm getting too hostile. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Let me get to the one.
Hours since I took my last crack hit, and you know I'm getting a little agitated here.
That's not. Let's get into the comment that we got in the comment section here real quick, because I think it's an interesting point. The Disease of Jason Atlas says, "Could you imagine a great match, or how great of a match it would be between the Dark Side and Wicked J? Rest in peace, of course. Call it a dream match. That sadly can't happen."
Yeah, absolutely. That would be, you know, one match that Johnny Johnson personally would have loved to have seen. Obviously, we can't rewind time, and it is a tragedy in all aspects that can't happen. But unfortunately, or unfortunately, I should say, we can imagine it, and you know, imagine how epic and legendary of a clash it would have been.
Agreed. Sure, it would have been. So a couple more comments real quick before we move into what's up next. Gunshot says that I should tell you, Johnny, to stop doing drugs.
What? You know how many people have tried to tell Johnny to stop doing drugs. God damn it! You know how many times Johnny's listened?
0.
0. Hello, can you see me? Can you see me? Yes. This is 0.
Yep. Atlas says.
Thanks for the advice.
Yeah. Atlas says, I don't ever share my Coke, but if I were to even consider it, Johnny Johnson would be a hell of a guy to do it with.
Ah, you know it. You know it. You know, sharing is caring, baby. Sharing is caring.
And Buster Boy says, I upgraded from Coke to Diet Coke, boy. Get good, Johnny.
I don't know what Diet Coke is. I just know what straight up cocaine, pure cocaine is. But, you know, if you're on that Diet Coke, good for you, man.
Gunshot says, yeah, you're snorting too much cocaine and smoking too much crack. Stop doing drugs.
Well, I never do them both at the same time, you know. But
well, there you go.
You know, I like to space them apart. It's all in moderation, you know. All
right.
that moderation.
So for those of you who came in late, I will mention this again, so maybe we'll keep the viewers in here. Here soon, we're going to be having a match here on the pre-show, and Johnny Johnson and I will be calling the action for the first time ever. So make sure you stay tuned for that here in just a little bit.
Well, we don't know if it's going to be a match. It's going to be an in-ring segment.
Sorry, a segment.
Yvonne McDonald, you know, he's rampaging throughout the fucking slaughterhouse today, getting ready for this show we got tomorrow night. And he's got something to say.
What's
we'll see what it is. I guess you could roll it, goddamn. You know, it sounds like I'm getting the seagulls in my ear again.
Oh no, not seagulls.
Yeah, they're talking to me. They're saying he's almost there. He's saying he's almost in the slaughterhouse.
Oh boy.
So he's in gorilla.
Before I get into that,
in the seagull position.
Let me get into this real quick. The disease of Atlas says speedballs, cocaine, disease loves drugs and whiskey. Oh, and hitting people with hammers.
Good combination.
But yes, I am getting word that something is going on at the slaughterhouse as well. So.
Oh, it's happening.
Something going down. Let's take you to it. If I can get the right thing going here.
Temporarily suspended. Welcome to Cameron Jackson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Cameron Jackson. Yeah, right.
Yeah, CJE's on his way to the ring.
Right, CJE. That's who it was.
There's got.
How's everybody doing this evening?
Pretty good. Devon shut off his music.
I'm hanging in there. I see that. Pretty good, man.
What happened?
We love you, Cameron.
Had to have been Devon.
See what CJE has to say.
CJE. Thank you. You're far too kind. Far too kind. We love you. All right, so we got a little bit of talking to do real quick. Mind you, it may get very, very serious. So just hold your seats. Oh, God. The last time I was here, I was sitting and enjoying myself watching the show. I mean, I played my part in it, don't get me wrong, but I was watching the show and I couldn't help but think I saw Yvonne McDonald in all of his glory. I saw him standing right here. You wonder what he did? You wonder what he did? He strutted. He strutted again. And he strutted one more time. He turned around and I said, I'll be damn, that's the ugliest walk I ever seen in my life. That's the only black man I know ain't got to drop a rhythm in his body. And he dressed like the whitest guy. No. But to be quite honest, I'm not here to talk about Yvonne McDonald's walk. I'm here to talk. 1 second. Welcome to CJE. That is Cameron Jackson Entertainment, your #1 stop in entertainment for your backyard wrestling fix. I am, of course, your founder, your chairman, your CEO, the brother man with the master plan, Brother Cam 16. Now, very important matters now. Let's get into the real juicy part of the story. The nitty gritty. I woke up Like this. That's a lie. I went to sleep. And then I woke up like this. And then I thought to myself, what am I going to do today? How am I going to change all this negativity around me? And the only thing that came to mind was, I got to say something about it. Because if I stay quiet, all types of stuff will go sideways. And then everybody be running through here like chicks with dicks. And we don't want that. What we want is great action for the wonderful people in the house. Woo! The fans. Which makes me say, I, by this point, am no longer going to sit back and just take what's thrown at me. I'm going to confront my problems face to face. So I'd like to invite the king of the mountain, Navon McDonald, to the viewing pleasure.
Yeah, this is interesting.
There he is, finally.
And I am the king of the mountain.
Stopping around somewhere.
But you already know that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, don't come with that bullshit. Cameron Jackson.
First man holding what's not his
Out
championship.
here running your mouth again. In my range. At my slaughterhouse. You got some nerve. What? You know what, people? Do you want me to step in that ring and whip his ass? What? Excuse me, did you hear me? I hear what? I hear you. Nicholas Brown, please excuse them. Jackson, I know what your problem is.
Let's go boxing. Let's go boxing. Let's go boxing.
Please excuse them. They ain't got no sense.
Looks like Pyramid had from Resident Evil.
Jackson, I know what your problem is. It's jealousy.
Whatever the hell the game is called.
Yes, it is. It's envy. You are jealous that I'm the biggest star here at the slaughterhouse. I'm the biggest star in New York, period. And you will never reach the success that I've had in this ring.
You should have handed him the
That's
microphone.
why you're jealous. Don't hate. Don't hate on the king.
So, quite honest, Navon McDonald, all of that, do you really need the microphone?
Navon McDonald, the undisputed champion.
All of that's true. That's great. And to be quite honest, you earned all that. I'll give you that. But
And here comes the actual undisputed champion.
All right.
This is getting a little more interesting.
Shadow motherfucking great.
Nice. Now everybody's about to take somebody's head off.
Ain't no fair fight. You coming out here with a steel chair, what I look like a fool? I'm sorry, what did you say? Tell me. You want this back? Is that what you want? You want this back? Fine. Well. Oh, I got him there, y'all. I got him there. He thought, whoa.
I don't think that's smart.
second, gentlemen, before you have a reunion of some sort, I just wanted to say I'm such big fans. I'm such a big fan of you guys. That's great. The moral of the story is, Navon McDonald, we can't change what's ahead of us because it's already set in stone. As you know, I am quite the third wheel here, but this third wheel gonna roll on up, roll through him, roll through you, and drive off with that. Ooh. So to be quite honest, Navon McDonald, you can play hide and go seek with the belt all you want, and that's fine. I've had my times doing it too. It's quite fun. Yes, it is. But at the end of the day,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but ain't nobody leaving Day of Destruction with that belt but me.
Okay, Mr. Shadow Grim, don't put your damn hands on me. And like I was saying,
The only person leaving with that belt is me.
You gonna make me whip your ass, ain't you?
I done beat you before, and I done beat you again.
Oh, see, I told myself this morning, I went to church and the deacon said, yeah, I ain't gonna go through it again, man. It's not happening twice in a lifetime. Actually, it happened more than that, but it ain't gonna happen another damn time. So, I'll tell you something, Mr. Shadow Grim, if you know what's best for you, you might just want to leave before you get knocked the hell out.
You gonna let him talk to you like that? You gonna let him talk to you like that, man?
Ooh.
The brother man with the master. God, you gonna let him treat you like that?
That was awesome.
I wish you shut the hell up looking like a struck match. Now you. Shadow Grim, listen. Get the hell out. Come on now. Stop playing around. Go ahead. Go back.
Do I look like a sucker to you?
You look like a sucker that be at the off-ramp selling cantaloupes. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, that's two.
Fucking you out. He's fucking you out.
God damn.
This is getting heated quick.
Yeah, I'll say.
You're gonna try this one more time, okay?
You want to go?
Man, I would love to go. Get your ass. Let's go.
Well, look at there. Well, it's a fight you want.
Uh-oh.
Then it's a fight y'all get. Because immediately, right now, we're going to have Shadow Grim. We're going to have Cameron Jackson battling out. Right now. Referee, box face, whatever the hell your name is. Where the hell you come from? Oh, that's Goldface cousin. That's right. All right, get ready to ring that
What the
bell.
fuck is that thing, Tony?
I don't know. Wasn't expecting this. Looks like we've got.
Right, well, we're having an impromptu match right now.
Yeah, non-title match. Let's remind everybody. Shadow Grim is the current NUW undisputed champion.
Absolutely, yeah. No title on the line. This is just a match that was just made impromptu by the King of the Mountain. Both these men will be in a match in under 24 hours.
Indeed.
For the NUW Continental or Heavyweight Championship, undisputed.
Yes, indeed. This is definitely going to put these two men in a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to the match. But
maybe this is Navon's way of evening up the odds a little bit in his favor after making it a four-way.
yes, Navon's way of sticking it to these two men pretty much. You see the takedown by Shadow Grim. It's on top of Cameron Jackson here.
Shadow Grim is a technician, but so is Cameron Jackson.
Yes, they are.
These men have fought twice before with Shadow Grim picking up the victory in each encounter.
Yes, indeed. Cameron Jackson rolling to the outside. Got to take a little bit of a breather here in the early goings.
Oh, so dirty. Black bastard.
Throw some dirt in the face. And Navon McDonald, yes.
Yeah, we do have Navon McDonald lurking about ringside. We can't forget about that.
Come here to play. Come here to play.
Cameron gets back in the ring. Here we go again.
Oh, he's about to eat your foot. Slap the paint off his face, Cam. Kung Fu Panda head ass.
Another Colonel tie-up with the knee to the midsection by Shadow. Taking the advantage again.
Beautiful. What Shadow likes to do is just target specific body parts and then just go to work. A lot of the time, it's the leg.
Ooh, what a chop.
And
his knife-edge chops are like nothing else.
Indeed. As you hear from the referee, Shadow breaks that at 4.5 before he got disqualified in 5.
Yeah, referee Boxhead. I think I heard he was Goldface's cousin.
That's what was said.
A fucked up family tree.
Yes, that's indeed true. Nice slam there by Shadowgrim.
Beautiful scoop slam by Shadowgrim. Now putting him in the center of the ring.
Oh, what a Harley Race type knee there.
Beautiful. He's very calculated, is Shadowgrim.
Indeed. Not only. First here following there.
Cameron Jackson is very resilient.
Yes. Cameron Jackson's starting to get a little bit of offense in here. Those one punches.
Classic Cameron Jackson.
Indeed.
60.
Some could even say vintage Cameron Jackson.
Cry like a bitch now, Shadow.
Oh.
Cameron Jackson can target them limbs too.
Yes, he can. I mean, one thing you got to remember, both these two men do like to use a version of the figure 4 leg lock. So for Cam to be working on that leg, leads into it.
You saw before Nevon McDonald sitting ringside right there, holding that championship.
Indeed.
I won't do it again.
Neither one of these two men can afford an injury in this match, but leading into that.
No, but that's what Nevon McDonald is looking for.
Indeed. What he's looking for and hoping for, leading into the Fatal 4-Way match for the NUW Undisputed Championship. Shadow rising in pain here.
What do you say?
Shadow gets to the ropes.
Yeah, Cameron's just picking them apart, just going to work on.
Right now, yes, it is all Cameron Jackson at the moment.
You come to fight? Did you come to be a pussy?
Oh,
Oh, Jesus!
think Cam picked the wrong time to trash talk there.
Yeah. Usually, it's always the wrong time.
Indeed.
Yeah, you don't want to give Shadowgrim an opening in any type of matchup, especially
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give Shadow an opening.
Jesus, what a sell.
This is a very important matchup. You don't want to, obviously taking the win home is important, but you don't want to get beat to a bloody pulp before this championship matchup either.
That's very true. Oh, another big chop in the corner. A Shadowgrim. And the impact of that whip, Irish whip into the other side of the corner from Shadowgrim.
He's a rough motherfucker.
Oh.
What do you say, Jackson?
Cam's back's got to be aching here.
What do you say now, Jackson? Do you quit?
Pulls his head back, his neck.
Back and neck both. Bending in ways. This is Shadow now picking up Cam. Looked like maybe a suplex coming up. And it connects.
Beautiful.
Sound like something broke.
His back broke.
Little cover. And 2 count on him.
Come on, Rat. 2. It was only 2.
You see the pain that Shadowgrim's in that ankle after Cameron Jackson was working on that for a few minutes earlier on in the match. And Cam goes right back after it.
All right. It's a good method. It's what I would do.
That's right.
So you smell blood in the water.
Looks like maybe setting up. Yes. Figure 4 leg lock.
Beautiful.
That could be it.
It could be.
Give it up already.
Right.
Shadow, the pain in his face.
I don't know how pain here, but he's trying to roll it over. Shadow has done it. The leverage, the pain now on Camu's right at the ropes.
Yeah, well, you're going to know how to reverse your own maneuver, definitely.
Yes, that's true.
More than anybody else.
Right. Indeed, because as we mentioned, Shadow Grim does use a figure four called the Shadow's Curse. Well,
Check him out, box-headed Jesus.
Shadow Grim perhaps seriously injured here. Checking with the referee.
Like the referee's stopping it.
All right. Oh.
Kill each other.
Of course, you hear Navon in the background saying "kill each other."
Yeah, as Navon would be saying.
Right.
He doesn't care if both these men die in this match.
Indeed, he doesn't. Be a couple less opponents for him to have to worry about in the main event of Day of Destruction 2 tomorrow. 3, excuse me, tomorrow night. Oh, nice.
Oh, my God.
Nice kick there by Shadow Grim.
Beautiful sequence of strikes by Shadow Grim.
That's right. Took the words out of my mouth. I was about to mention it.
That was really good.
Here we see the replay of it. Good job in the truck there, guys. Nice kick.
Bang! On the button.
Yes, it was very much on the button. I would say Cam could be out after that shot.
CJE.
Shadow Grim slow to get back to his feet still, showing the injuries of the match.
Yeah, you know, Shadow Grim, he's a pretty big guy, but he does rely on his mobility. And without that...
That's a third huge chop from Shadow Grim in this match. Now Shadow working on Cameron's left knee.
Oh, yeah, it's his classic Shadow Grim.
Indeed. It said, I imagine now targeting that knee, he's thinking the Shadow's Curse at some point.
Bang.
The kick. That knee.
Now Shadow Grim picking it up. Both men giving it their all. And they got to compete again in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, it's very true. And then a fatal four-way match at that, and don't even know who one of their opponents is going to be. Nice drop kick.
That was unnecessary.
Cameron says it was unnecessary, but it might have been necessary at this point.
Anything's necessary if it secures the victory.
Yeah. Some body on body there, but not enough. The Shadow Grim only gets 2 counts.
He's out of the ring, goddammit.
Right? Very true.
Who wants the title war? Kill each other.
Farm McDonald's sick.
Very sick. Oh, we had another chop by Shadow Grim back to the wheelhouse. Touches in the corner. Referee's got to get him out of there. Set him up top. What can we see here?
Oh, he's got him up. He's in a prone position. Those knife edge chops by Shadow Grim will paralyze you.
Oh, I believe that. I mean, Cameron Jackson's chest has to be starting to turn beet red at this point.
Oh, they're up top.
Oh, man.
Him trying to fight him off.
Shadow Grim's a big guy. Get up there. Superplex, maybe?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Jesus.
man. What a superplex.
Impact to Cameron Jackson.
Yeah, it's a huge impact.
That was incredible. We got to see a replay of that shit. Oh,
yeah.
Cover.
Come on.
He's going for a cover.
He is going for the cover. 1, 2.
Oh, my God.
It's kind of a slow count there, in my opinion, but it's still only a 2 count for Shadow Grim.
box head looks retarded, so it wouldn't be surprising if
Here's the replay you asked for.
The replay, yes. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Shit, it's a legend.
Incredible superplex.
Yes, indeed.
Both these men giving it so much.
What's going to be left for the Fatal 4-Way match tomorrow night?
Bob McDonald is loving this. This might have been a strategy all along.
Yeah, I believe that 100%. Cam with some knife edge chops of his own here.
Yeah, Shadow Grim suffering from his own best weapon.
Indeed. Oh, what a took the words out of my mouth there.
That's right. Look at
There's
this again.
Man.
Bang. Taking off his head.
This is what you want.
And Devon getting up close and trying to get into Cameron's head, showing him the title. Cameron was a little late getting into that cover.
Yeah, with the distraction of the sick Ron McDonald.
Indeed. So right back to the ankle. Goes from Cameron Jackson on Shadow Grim.
Yeah, you know the old expression, if it ain't broke, break it.
Very true. That's exactly what it looked like Cameron's trying to do to Shadow Grim's ankle.
Backing him against the ropes.
Oh,
and
nice
a
DDT.
huge DDT. Spiking him face first.
That's
Oh my
very
God,
much
I
so
thought he
two
could've
accidents.
been out.
There's a replay of that beautiful DDT.
I thought he might have been done right there.
I think if Cameron would have got more body on body, it may have been a 3 count at that point.
Well, he is picking apart Shadow Grim right now.
Yes, he is. Saw Cameron Jackson at the
Holder
moment.
of the NUW Championship.
Oh, no, and low bridge by Shadow Grim.
Beautiful.
Yes. Cameron takes a flop to the outside. Right at Navon's feet.
Right at his feet.
This is not happening, Cameron.
The referee stopped his count. Ah, Shadow Grim's on the outside now, too. Look out.
Shadow Grim with his classic forearm off the side of the apron.
Indeed. Got it all.
And there is still fight in Shadow Grim. He may only have one ankle.
But he never says that. One thing you can never do in a match that Shadow Grim's in, you can never count him out.
No, that would be your worst mistake in life.
I'd agree. Beautiful form. Through and a splash. Oh, super kick. And nice second kick.
Classic sequence of strikes by Shadow Grim.
Yes. Plenty of body on body there for that 2 count.
The wherewithal, Cameron Jackson, the resiliency to kick out of all this, still be fighting. You can't say enough about the heart of Cameron Jackson.
Indeed, or of Shadow Grim. With all the pain and suffering he's gone through in this match as well.
Both these competitors, you got to give it up. Take your hats off. Yeah, I'm not going to. My hat, but goddamn. And now,
for the Shadow Grim.
And now, Cameron Jackson.
Afro shock.
Afro shock. The Afro shock. Beautiful. That is it.
Oh my gosh, Shadow Grim kicked out.
Oh my God. Shadow Grim kicking out of the Afro Shock. Unbelievable.
Very unbelievable.
The look on Cameron Jackson's face as we see the replay. Reversing the Soul Taker into that Afro Shock. Cameron Jackson can't believe it. He thought that was it. I thought that was it. You thought that was it. God
we all thought it was it.
I'm sure everybody in the comment section thought that was it.
I'm sure they did as well. You know, man, what's it going to take for one of these guys to put the other one away?
Yeah, both men fighting to their feet, struggling to stand up.
Indeed. Gonna have several minutes here. Double clothesline.
Double clothesline. Both men taking each other out. Incredible action. Incredible. For a pre-show? Are you kidding me, Tony?
Oh, yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
All right. You're not going to get action like this anywhere else on a pre-show.
Hell no.
Let's go, Shadow. Let's go. Let's go.
Can either one of these two men make it up before the count of 10?
Let's go, Shadow.
What's Navon doing?
What is going on? Come on.
Wow, ref, get him out of there.
A phenomenal matchup.
Back the hell up. Back the hell up. Back up.
Not hit box face.
Who's getting it? Who's getting it? What did I tell you? Who's
Come
getting
on, get that away from him, ref. And
Oh no, he hit box
Oh!
face.
he paid for it.
And whatever the hell his name is.
Marcus face, yeah.
The distraction leading to Shadow Grim being able to kick them on. And then
And the side slam by Cameron Jackson.
Jackson with the sidewalk slam.
Yep.
Oh my god, I can see his eyes. It's scary.
Oh, Cam going for another Afro Shock here.
The match is still live, ladies and gentlemen.
And he hits it.
This match is still live, ladies and
It
gentlemen.
is 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Oh my God. And Cameron Jackson securing the victory, the big time monumental victory going into this Day of Destruction match.
Yes, that's huge. Cameron Jackson got all the momentum heading into Day of Destruction 3 as we see the replay here of the second Afro Shot there from Cameron Jackson.
You know, we talked about what it's taken out of these two men, but yeah, you're right. The momentum now is surely with Cameron Jackson.
Yes.
Jackson!
I mean, you can't take it away. Cameron Jackson just pinned the NUW Undisputed Champion.
Absolutely. Now that goes without saying. Could we be seeing the next NUW champion?
Cameron Jackson very well could be. I mean, if he hits that again tomorrow night at Day of Destruction 3 and gets the 1, 2, 3 again, you are looking at the new NUW Undisputed Champion there.
I will say he looks good with that belt.
Yeah, he does.
But as a sign of respect, he
Indeed.
hands it to the rightful champion, Shadow Grim.
Well, at least we'll see Shadow Grim walk in with the championship that's rightfully his.
Hit us with a 16.
That was an excellent matchup. You'll never get that at any other pre-show.
We doing a musical, Navon?
So fucking dramatic. Ron Nova, I mean, fuck,
You're
Shadow.
the end of you and Cameron. You hear me when I say? You hear me when I say? Well, wait a minute.
All right, wait to the west.
I think Cameron's done with Navon yet.
She's the witch.
Oh, yeah, I think Navon should have just shut the fuck up.
You know who I am. You know who I am.
The queen?
The queen of the mountain.
Navon is cornered here.
Oh, and it commences. Navon trying to put him off, but
We're getting a little preview of the main event of Day of Destruction 3 a day early.
oh, yeah.
Like elbow.
First bump he's taken in a month.
They are beating him down.
Wait.
Sunday best.
Shadow's curse.
God, Shadow Grim. Don't trust illegal immigrants, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I don't agree with the cameraman, but hey. That's why he's the cameraman.
Right.
Shadow
Grim just laid out his 2 challenges
to both his competitors. It will be every man for himself in this matchup. Yes. Shadow Grim reminded these guys that.
Shadow Grim. Let's go, Shadow. Let's not forget there will be a 4th man now involved in this match tomorrow night.
Yeah, we don't know who it's going to be. We don't know where he's coming from. We don't know what he's about.
Right.
But it's going to be a ridiculous way to start Day of Destruction 3.
Indeed, it will be.
Now, I guess we should go to the comment section and try to catch up with some of these jabronis and some of these cool people. But some of you are jabronis.
There's a few things mentioned in there. People got a little quiet during that match. Let me pull up something here real quick. It's not going to be updated, but it is the match card for this match. As we see there, 3 of the 4, as we now know it'll be a fatal 4-way match.
Yeah, changing the game.
Indeed. So we missed J Joker Design mentioned Navon McDonald is a terrible boss. Johnny Johnson can do drugs, but I can't say for him to get his shit together. Double standard.
Johnny Johnson, I mean, well, you got a problem with drugs? What the fuck?
Right?
They never hurt nobody.
And then the disease of Jason Atlas said you get that double shot of violence tomorrow because besides NUW's Day of Destruction 3, Atlas says he's going to murder Damon Skyer in a street fight on the LCW channel for Undeniable.
All right.
And that's all we got in the comment section at the moment.
Johnny Johnson likes murder.
Sure you do. Well, let's talk about this match a little bit, see if anybody mentions anything in the comment section about it. But obviously you've got that question mark there of who's going to be that 4th competitor in the match. It could be a range of anybody not knowing who the 6 men are going to be in the than the match earlier in the night. But if you look at the 3 guys who we do know are in this match, you got 3 men who have been champions at one point or another in their career. Navon McDonald hasn't been champion for several years now at this point in time, so you know he wants it badly. But Shadow Grim's just at the beginning of his first title reign, and Cameron Jackson still looking for his first NUW championship that he's been looking for ever since he came into then BEW. So there's a lot of things to go off of in this match. Gunshot asks who is the 4th guy in this match. We don't know. It's whoever wins the 6-pack challenge or whatever you want to call it. The
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet match. Yes, sorry. The Gauntlet earlier on in the show. Just have to watch and see. Then we'll know who the 4th man will be.
It's supposed to be the first match of the show. It's supposed to
open
it's
going to kick off Day of Destruction 3. So we won't have to wait long once Day of Destruction 3 begins tomorrow night to find out who will be joining Shadow Grim, Navon McDonald, and Cameron Jackson in the main event. But for me, going off of what we do know for the match, I'll make a prediction here real quick of who I think. It's going to be an amazing match, knowing that there's going to be a 4th person involved and just seeing what these 3 men have put themselves through over the last month or so. But I got to go with Shadow Grim retaining. I mean, the guy's been on a roll for several months now, in my opinion. So I can see it going any other way too, but I just think Shadow Grim's going to walk out still undisputed champion.
Well, you know, Tony, I haven't agreed with you at any point during this night.
Yes, I know.
You know, a broken clock is always right twice a day.
Yes. Sure.
And, you know, I happen to think that Shadow Grim has a very good chance of walking out, retaining his championship just based on who he is and the type of man that he is and competitor. And champion, goddammit.
Right.
But you never know with Navon McDonald, you know, you could always switch up the game. And, you know, you also can't take away his ability to compete. And, you know, he's not just shysting people. He's going out there and earning real victories. And you got Cameron Jackson, who's traveled the world, you know, or the United States, I guess. Pretty much the next best thing. And, you know, he's pretty much done it all. You know, he's a 5-time champion, might even be a 6-time champion. I don't know. Johnny's been smoking a lot of crack the last couple of years. I don't really keep track so much. You know, he's a tag team champion. He's, you know, a former champion, God damn it. He's a stallion. He's an athletic Superman capable of doing things that other people cannot even fathom inside the ring.
True.
Seen him jump over the top rope and clear it by 4 feet. God damn it. And, you know, that all leads me to why none of those guys are going to win this match.
Really?
And I'll tell you this right here now. Wild card, baby. When there's a wild card involved, the fucking game changes.
It's true.
And there's a wild card involved tomorrow night with this gauntlet match, and not even being able to prepare for who could possibly be in the gauntlet, let alone the championship matchup.
Right.
So you don't fucking know anything. And you're going to have no time to prepare. It could be, you know, anybody from... Who do we got? It could be Mr. Judgment. It could be Avery Hoke. It could be... It could be... God damn it. It could be... Who the fuck... It could be Commissioner Pervert.
Oh, Lord.
It could be...
Adam Anderson, man. Who knows? Hellhound. Anybody could be.
Any of those guys, you know?
Right.
You know, anybody's got a shot. And, shit. It's going to be crazy. And, I pick that it's going to be the wild card for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, it very well could be. One thing we didn't really touch on, and I don't know that you want to say much about it, but we've been seeing on NUW programming lately that Cameron Jackson and Navon have had a little bit of a confrontation, so as to speak, with a certain individual in a hospital as well. So,
well, you know that's been on Cameron Jackson's mind. You know, he hasn't really been present on NUW programming, aside from the fact that he has been away visiting his old friend. You know, the connection that Navon also has to him, you know, it's very interesting, a very interesting dynamic, and, you know, who knows how it's going to play out? Who knows why we're even seeing this?
Right.
Who knows?
I mean,
we'll have to see going forward.
Make a bold prediction.
Be prepared for anything, obviously.
Involved in the show at some point tomorrow night.
You never know. You know, it's certainly on Cameron Jackson's mind, though. Obviously, it's a priority to him.
Indeed. Let's get into the comments here real quick. Gunshot had one thing. Busboy said a few things. Gunshot says he's going with Shadow Grim to retain the championship. So he agrees with me on that one. Busboy says Shadow Grim has had his back against the wall before. He was the underdog with Novin. He was the underdog against Joseph Anthony. And the last survivor is no slouch. He defeated Novin and busted his ass to become champion. He knows the risk as champion. I'm sure Shadow is ready for anyone and anything at any time, but I predict at the end of the night, when the smoke is cleared, Shadow Grim will retain.
Good pick.
Go on and say Shadow busted his ass to get that title. He is going to bust his ass even harder to keep it. I also think that that old friend is going to cost Navon and Cam both the championship.
You never know. We will all have to see, goddammit.
And we will. Gunshot claims, Johnny, I found that stripper that stole your phone.
Why is everybody calling her a stripper? She's a fucking whore. She is a hooker.
Right? I don't know. I just read what they're saying. Buster Boy would follow up. Cam and Navan are far from over, and that person they are fighting for represents yin and yang, light and dark. I think that'll play a major factor.
This is true.
Very well could. At the end of the day, the fact is we just know Cameron Jackson and Navan McDonald will both be coming in as challengers, along with whomever this third person is that wins the gauntlet match earlier on in the show. And they're all three. The wild card, yes, as you put it. They're all three going to have their hands full with each other, but also with the current NUW undisputed champion Shadow Grim, who is not going to give up that title lightly. Now, there's another thing I want to bring up that possibly could happen in here. We've seen Navan McDonald has a few friends that he's brought into the fold lately, too. So you got to wonder, are those three men going to be involved in this match at all?
I mean, you know that if Navan's got the money for it, he'll put it up if he need be.
All right. Definitely can't count against it because they seem to be in Navan's back pocket lately. So
that's right. That's all they are is henchmen. You know, they're paid assassins.
Pathway of Revolution.
That's how they operate.
All right. So we'll see. There's a lot of opponents or components that could take place. A lot of things that could happen that you never know what will happen.
Oh, it's going to be a crazy show, Tony. A crazy show, people. Everybody. I got to go eat my goddamn dinner and smoke a bunch of crack now.
I'll get to the last couple comments here real quick, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right.
Gunshot said he got the phone back. He'll send it to you in the mail.
That's right.
Buster Boy says Navan has been trying to stack the deck in his favor, and I really think that'll blow up in his face. So it could. Or we could potentially see the last emotion emerge at some point in the match and maybe walk out with the NUW championship as well. You never know. But
be a dark day in hell.
Yes, it would be. I mean, it's not something I would want to see happen, but you got to know it's there. It's a possibility.
God help us all if it happens.
We've seen him at Halloween Hell, so you never know. But anyway, so that is the Day of Destruction 3 card. And if you want to take it on out.
Well, I'd like to thank Tony for joining me and helping me out with this broadcast. And Day of Destruction 3 will be epic. It will be monumental. And it will be tomorrow night. We will catch you there. So check it out, motherfuckers. Smoke a lot of crack before you go do it.
Day of Destruction 3 will be only on the NUW channel. So make sure you subscribe to them and you'll find out.
If it's anywhere else, you better let us know.
Right?
God damn it. Fucking bootleggers.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed to the NUW channel. You'll find Day of Destruction 3 whenever it's posted tomorrow night. We'll see you guys then.
All right.
Good night.